Hello and welcome back to Wonderland. Today we are in Knightsbridge and we're going to revisit an afternoon tea at Harrods, the department store right behind me. Did you know that Harrods has recently gone through a full refurbishment of their Georgian tea rooms? We must go check it out. So let's get up those escalators and down the rabbit hole and we'll experience this tea time together. Well, hello. It looks like we made it down the rabbit hole together and we are in one of the most beautiful afternoon tea locations, the newly restored Georgian tea room here at Harrods. It is gorgeous. So as we're looking at it right now, I mean, can you believe these chandeliers? Can you believe all the banquettes and the beautiful fabrics and draperies and everything? And now I see that the pianist is in the middle of the room instead of over in the corner. I mean, everything is beautiful. And it sounds like he's starting up for us right now. So let's listen to him for a little bit. Make sure to leave the link down in the description below of my other review here for Harrods. And I'll tell you, I have a feeling this pianist is going to be a lot more traditional than the last one. I'll just leave it there. I don't think there's going to be a lot of Madonna and Wham being played today, but you never know. I wanted to warn you to give yourself plenty of time before your afternoon tea reservation. Harrods, the department store, is like a rabbit warden, and it's so difficult to find this Georgian tea room. So it's on the 4th floor, and once you get on the top of the 4th floor, you're gonna have to ask for directions because it's crazy. That's all I have to say. Give yourself plenty of time. I read on my reservations, they only give you a 15-minute grace period before they give your space away. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on this. I can already tell it's going to be magnificent. I just opened my afternoon tea menu and it is as beautiful as this location. I mean, look at that. It's just wonderful. So what I noticed, it looks like today I'm going to be receiving an amuse-bouche to start. Then I'm going to have 5 different kinds of savories, going to have my jam and clotted cream with my scones, and then I will have 4 different kinds of patisserie. Everything seems very balanced. I'm much happier when there's a more savory heavy option available, and that's what it looks like here at Harrods. So I will let you know once we start this tea. Currently I'm just looking over their tea selection, their hot tea selection, and there's several pages. Oh my goodness, so many different kinds to choose from. I've taken pictures of each different page, so I'll put that on my community tab on my YouTube page, so make sure to check that out. But I was like, ooh, when I was down in the food halls today, I saw a tea called a Hawaii Black. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna try that up here. But I found that it's a 50-pound supplement, so probably not gonna have that today. But what I am going to have is going to be lapsang souchong, because you know what, I do like that smokiness, and I think that's the mood that I'm in right now. There wasn't any herbal teas that really hit me. So let's do my last smoky tea of the year, or at least of the beginning of the year, because you know what, spring's on its way. Afternoon tea comes in at 75 pounds a person, and they have a regular traditional afternoon tea as well as a vegan afternoon tea, and that includes your hot teas as well as coffee or soft drinks or hot chocolate. So today I did end up ordering a large bottle of sparkling water, and that's what I'm going to have along with my hot tea. I've changed my mind on my hot tea selection. I'm definitely going to go for vanilla tea today. I've not had that for a very long time, and it just sounds right for what I'm going to have for afternoon tea today. Let's get this afternoon tea started. Here's cheers to you guys. And cheers to me, and let's have a nice afternoon tea together. I was just served my savories, and it's a little different this time. Instead of a traditional afternoon tea tower, it's served a little differently, as you can tell. So what I see, I have two different savories on a couple of different sized pedestals, and then a little platter filled with my sandwiches. And I was told that I can have refills on the plattered sandwiches. I was also told that they no longer serve the amuse-bouche. It slowed down their service. So that was a little disappointing. I think that needs to be taken off their menu. They haven't served the amuse-bouche since October. So what do you do? And I was told because this is more of a relaxed atmosphere here, they do not give me my scones or my sweets right away, which I really like. So I'm going to take my time and we're going to enjoy these together. I just received my hot tea and it's vanilla and it smells out of this world. So I'm going to try it right now. Oh my God. Talk about vanilla, and that's what it is. It's kind of a golden color, and oh, I can't wait. Let's try it now. It's so delicious. Absolutely vanilla once again. And it's sweet without having anything in it as well. And yeah, it's perfect. It's going to be such a lovely accompaniment to my sandwiches. We're going to start this off right now with a cheese and onion tart. You are now looking at a custard infused with Godminster cheddar and caramelized onions in a crisp base with toasted buckwheat and green apple. It sounds delicious and it looks adorable, so let's give it a go. Holy guacamole, that was amazing. The cheese infused custard was a strong cheddar. It was rather mature, but what really got me was that caramelized onion, which is sweet, but then there are tiny little cut up green apples on top of it, which gave it a wonderful crunch. But then the tart shell was buckwheat, so it had that kind of earthy taste. Oh, it was so delicious. I tell you, if I could have 5 of those, I would definitely have 5 of them because magnificent. Yeah, beautiful way to start off this tea. This is a crispy treacle roast celeriac sandu. Doesn't that look nice with its gold leaf on it? This is really great, and it is very, very crispy, so let's try it out. I find it rather unique when something is too big to put in your mouth in one go, but too small to cut properly. And then when people are watching, you try to put something in your mouth. It's quite intimidating sometimes. I think the best way to describe that was that it was very sweet, but savory and crunchy. Very, very crunchy, very toasted well. And the celeriac, you didn't really taste it other than you felt the texture of the celeriac, which, it's been cooked, so it's soft. But yeah, it was nice. It was, a several layered little sandwich, and it was a lovely little savory. Yeah, very nice. Up first, we're going to start with a cucumber sandwich, and it has minted cream cheese and a sprinkle of pink pepper and fresh mint gel on white pain de milk bread. It looks very nice, but unfortunately, it feels like it's been made a while ago, and it feels a little stale. So hopefully I won't notice that once I try it. That was a delightful cucumber sandwich. I mean, probably one of my favorite that I've ever tried. There's mint gel on it, which really gave it a lift. The cucumbers were perfectly cut where they're bite-sized and very crunchy, but the pink peppercorns were amazing. It was a very, very well seasoned sandwich. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I forgive it for being a little dry on the outside. It did not detract from the flavor profile that was there. It's really delicious. Up next is a Faroe Islands smoked salmon sandwich. It is a poached and smoked salmon delicately layered on malted seed bread with cream fresh, lemon gel, and fresh basil. Wow, it looks great. And another thing, the bread does seem to be a little tough on the outside, but that could be looks can feelings. What I'm trying to say is looks can be deceiving. Oh, can't take me anywhere. There went my fresh basil leaf. Wow, that was a delicious sandwich. Because there was two different kinds of salmon going on in there. There was your normal smoked salmon, but there was also poached salmon in there. And then it was all infused with a lot of lemon. So very, very, very citrus flavored. And then also that fresh basil leaf that I found. Wink, wink. It really tasted so delicious with it. Yeah, a great sandwich, definitely. I think they're doing really good here. And the bread, yeah, it was a little stale-ish, but it's brown bread. You know, it's fine. Once you're eating the fillings, there was so much of it in there, it didn't really make a difference. It was just fine. So I'm good with it. So for our last sandwich, it is a duck à l'orange. And what it is confit legs and duck breast ham that has been layered with orange marmalade, topped with crisp duck skin, and served on tomato bread. Now, this is the one that I'm looking forward to. That one was incredibly savory. Wow. Wow. It was very salty, too. There was the crunchiness from the duck skin crumbles on the top. The meat itself was very salty and delicious. It almost had, even though it was duck à l'orange with orange flavors, it almost tasted an oriental kind of feeling to it. It was on tomato bread. It was so unique. I've not had a sandwich like this on my afternoon tea adventures. So it was really, really delicious. I'm really impressed with all of the savories, definitely. I think they did a great job, and it makes my mouth water just thinking about finishing this other half. And now I'm looking forward to trying my scones. So I've seen a little sneak peek about what happens when they give you your scones. So I'll share that with you coming up. I received my second pot of tea, and I opted for a milk oolong. And it's a very pretty yellow golden color. And let's try it out and see what it's like. It smells so nice. You could tell that it's been roasted. And it's kind of milky smelling of all things. So, it is it's like a warm hug is what it is. A little bit of floral in it. I think I'm gonna have to go downstairs and pick up some of this because it's that good. I really, really like this.
So welcome to my jam bar. So we've got 4 homemade jams that we make here in Harrods for our lovely restaurant. So you've got your blackberry, blackcurrant, your pear and vanilla, fig, strawberry and raspberry, and you get to choose 2. You can have all of them if you want, so you can try each one and you can do a taste test of them all. But it's up to you what you like to do.
What did you think about that jam cart? I mean, I've never seen that before. Have you? So it's gonna be fun to try all of the different flavors. And apparently the pear and vanilla is one of the favorites. So I think that's gonna be my first one up when I get my scones. Wow, this is really exceeding my expectations. They are really doing a show instead of just giving me food. The presentation has been amazing. The scones come in a beautiful walnut box embossed with a golden G for the Georgian Tea Rooms. beautiful, hot, gorgeous scones. Look at them. They're even huge. I'm so excited to try them. But then came out my pastries on a lovely long platter, and they look like proper patisserie. There is 4 different kinds. There's 3 on a plate and then 1 on a pedestal again. So let's try these. First, my scones. Let's try those with all the different kinds of jams that was on offer for me. Yay! I seriously just have the biggest smile on my face. I love a warm scone. It seems like something so simple, but oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. I mean, look at the glaze. You can see it's big too. Yay. I'm speechless, actually. It is so exciting to have something how it should be. First up is going to be the vanilla and pear. So we're gonna, oh, wow. This looks amazing. The pear jam tastes like fresh puree of pear. I mean, that is the flavor of pear. There is nothing artificial about that at all. It's lovely. The jam itself, it's very, very pureed. It's not like a heavy set jam. It's more of just kind of a drizzle, which is nice. I think all of them are going to be like that. But the scone itself, delightful. It is, it's pillowy on the inside, crunchy on the outside, and warm. Yeah, they do a great job with their scones here. I'm thrilled. So I'm going to try the other jams as well, and I'll let you know which one's my favorite. Unfortunately, upon further inspection of my beautiful warm scone, I think once it cooled down, it got really, really hard. It crumbled off, and it was hard to break apart to have bite-sized pieces, unfortunately. But the jams were all very nice. You could tell that they were homemade. My favorite was definitely the pear and vanilla, and then the raspberry. All of them had fresh fruit in them. You could see chunks of them, chunks of the fruit in it, which was very nice. But I think the raspberry definitely was my favorite, but I loved the pear for just a different kind of jam. My first patisserie is called a pear and cinnamon, and it is a crunchy sable Breton biscuit topped with pear compote and cinnamon mousse, finished with white chocolate twill. The sable biscuit was perfectly crunchy, but it melted in your mouth. You could tell it's made with lots of butter, and it's so crumbly. But then there is the apples and cinnamon interior, which had lots of cinnamon, and it was very cold in there, which is strange. But there was a large cream area around that apples and cinnamon flavor, which was light and fluffy, and it was perfect. And then there was white chocolate curls that gave it a little bit more of a crunch. But yeah, a very proper patisserie. Yeah, it was delicious. Up next is my Black Forest Gâteau, and it's Harrods Grand Cru 66% dark chocolate mousse with cherry compote, vanilla chantilly, and feather light chocolate sponge. Wow, this is going to be delicious. I love chocolate and cherry. Wow, just wow, that chocolate was so intense. It was so delicious. There's like a whole chocolate shell on the outside, and then I cut into it, and that cherry compote was sweet, but it was tart. That's probably the best Black Forest cake I've ever had. Yeah, that is an intelligent dessert. Lots of cream in there. It's just magnificent. Yeah, chocolate, cherries, cream, bit of sponge. What do you want? This is a pistachio resolute. Isn't it beautiful and green? Cracklian choux bun with pistachio mousseline, praline, and crunch. It looks fabulous. Let's give it a go. Wow, again. It was crispy, crunchy, soft and spongy, pistachio flavor, cream, beautiful green color. I love it here. I can't even believe how delicious everything is. Ooh, and I love that oolong tea. Oh, yeah, everything's great. So I've got one more sweet left, and it's a beaut. For our last sweet treat, it is a blackberry tart. I mean, look at this little delicacy. It is so beautiful. It is a vanilla sable biscuit topped with smooth yogurt cream, blackberry and lime curd, blackberry gel, and fresh blackberries. Now this one is so beautiful. I cannot wait to try it. Yeah. It's perfect. Sweet and tart flavors. The lime curd is just wonderful. It breaks down the sweetness of everything. The sable biscuit base that was on it is just crumbly. Yeah, it was perfect. None of this has been too sickly sweet, which is what I did not want to happen. Every one of the desserts have been magnificent. Yeah, fresh blackberries too. I mean, come on. Yeah, Harrods, you did well. You did very, very well. So I'm gonna wrap this up and I'll tell you what I think. I think you probably know what I think though. I've been here for, yeah, a good 2 hours. I've seen tables turn over and over and over, and I'm the only one here still. So I better wrap this up. What did I think? I loved it. I think whatever they have done here at the Georgian Tea Rooms, they have changed it around for the better. It is magnificent. I mean, woohoo! 5 out of 5, definitely. The surroundings are incredible. As you see, they're so opulent and beautiful. The music is so nice, and there was a pianist to entertain. He comes out every like 35, 40 minutes, and then he leaves, and more music is playing overhead, which is very nice. Service has been fabulous. I have not needed a thing. There is refills on your sandwiches, which is always nice. Hot scones. The whole jam cart service was really cool. I love that. 2 pots of tea that I had, and not to mention the decadent desserts, which were all a home run. Absolutely knocked it out of the park. So if you're looking for a traditional afternoon tea for your London adventure, I think you definitely need to make your reservations here at Harrods. I do not think you'd be disappointed at all, but make a reservation, very important. So with that, I want to invite you to please like and subscribe, because I love bringing this content to you. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon down the rabbit hole with me. So until next time, have a lovely week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.